I just, make it all smooth. I go like every morning. You see that? See that? It's all smooth, isn't it? I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Let me redo that. Hey, what's up, guys? Whoa, that's a loud clap. It's Joe from Passion Unchained. Back again with another video at you. This is day number 14. I do need to edit that one blade review video. That's coming. Today, I am going to give you a little bit of a preview about what you should do if your hair is thinning. And funny thing is, my hair is not thinning. It never was thinning. As you guys know, I'm bald, but that's by choice. It's funny, I was messaging my friend the other day, and he was like, we were doing a thing where we were like setting a time. I think it was actually yesterday. We were setting a time for our weekly chat today because he moved to Portland. May he Rex in peace. That's his name. So I always say, may he Rex in peace. But he is a cool fucking dude that moved to Portland for whatever reasons he had. And we were setting up a weekly call for today, and I was like, hey, yo, what about 4 p.m.? He's like, cool. Sold to the intentionally bald guy. Because that's me. I'm intentionally bald. Every single barber I've been to has decided that they need to thin my hair because it's too thick. And then at one point, I was like, do I want long hair? Do I want short hair? Do I want long hair? Or do I want short hair? And I was deliberating for like way too fucking long. And I decided to just fucking shave it all off. I'm like, none of you win. This side of the brain doesn't win. This side of the brain doesn't win. We're shaving it the fuck off. So I shaved it off, and I was dating a girl at that time, and she loved it. And it wasn't just her. It was like other girls that I knew. They're like, oh my God, I love your hair. People noticed me. But I was like, it was not me. I didn't feel like it was me. I felt like it was totally not me. And so I grew it back. And I grew it back pretty quickly because my hair grows back really fucking fast. And then the next year, which was this year, it was around the same time of year, and I'm deliberating again. I'm like, you know what? I kind of liked it. This time I'm not deliberating between long and short hair, though. This time I'm deliberating between long hair and bald. And I'm deliberating. I'm like, should I shave it again? Should I shave it again? Because summer's coming. It's going to be hot as fuck. I'm like, should I shave it again? I reach out to the girl that I was dating. May she rest in peace. I'm just kidding. She's still alive. That was kind of dark. But may she rest in peace, because I hope she has good sleep every night. We still chat. We parted on good terms. And I was like, yo, when we were dating, did you like me better without hair or with hair? She's like, bald. It was like very, very quick. And I was like, okay, And I think like I might have asked one or two more girls, and I was like, well, because I'm doing it for girls. I mean, I want to look good for girls. So I'm like, well, what makes me look good? I'm cool having long hair. I'm cool having short hair. So the deciding factor is what will girls like more. And so every single girl that knew me before and after was like, definitely bald. For me specifically. But I also, there are a lot of people who feel really insecure about not having hair, because some guys I know shave their head because they're going bald and because their hair is thinning, and they're like, well, I could have this big bald spot or like thinning hair or a broadening forehead, or I could shave it and look like a badass. But if I shave it out of that reason, then I'm going to feel a bit weird. I'm going to feel like, oh, I'm emasculated. I don't have as much masculinity in me because I'm doing it because I can't grow hair. And I think that's a really important thing for people, because they feel like being hairy or having the ability to grow hair is tied to their masculinity. Thankfully, I've never had this problem. I actually have the other problem. I grow too much hair. In fact, I shaved my body. Shaved my body a couple days ago. The same day, within a couple days of me getting that one blade, which I think is day like 11. Might be wrong about that. But it's already growing back. It's already like a few millimeters of hair. even though it was skin, it was flesh a few days ago. So like I grow like way too much hair. You can see over here, getting abs in. But my hair is already growing back on my chest, even though I shaved it. So I have the opposite problem, but I can totally understand that a lot of men, they like, well, I feel insecure about not being able to grow hair, about losing hair. And I understand that. I think that that's like any insecurity. It's important to figure out how to mediate. Like for me, for instance, I'm 5'7". It's on the shorter side of men. And I've been insecure about that for a while. In fact, I used to not be insecure about it, but then I kind of like caught it from society. It's like, oh, you should be insecure. You should be insecure. And I'm not going to lie, I probably have less dating options because I'm 5'7". I've dated girls who are much taller than me, and I've had no issue with it. But there is definitely a preference for taller guys when it comes to guys. So it for sure is a detriment to me that I'm not very tall, that I'm kind of short. But I also don't really let it get to me because there's nothing I can do about it except for like maybe wear elevator shoes and maybe like be a couple inches taller and then, or like wear inserts or something, which I actually do. I have elevator shoes. They make me seem 5'9", which it really isn't that tall, but it's like a little bit better than 5'7". Like that just makes me feel a little bit better about it. But to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. Like there's this one guy that I know, he's actually shorter than me, a significant amount. He seems he's probably about 5'5", 5'6", confident as fuck, fit as fuck. I'm really fit. He's fitter than me. He's a fitness instructor or whatever, or like he does fitness events. Some of you who know where I hang out might know who I'm talking about, might not. I'm not going to dox him or whatever. But he's confident as fuck, never gets in his way. He's shorter than me, and I'm pretty short. So a lot of it is, I guess objectively, maybe he has less options than if he was taller, but you got to make the most of what you have. And when it comes to if you're bald, that could be a benefit or it could be a detriment. A lot of it is how you frame it. And a lot of it is if you could go either way, like if you have a good head of hair or you could like maybe you have a potential to like fill in with like, some kind of hair replacement or hair growth thing and it looks good. And you have the option, I would say just fucking choose yourself, really. I mean, I'm biased. I think that bald's a good look for a lot of guys, especially if you're more of like a masculine man. Although you could kind of be like a ladies' man too and be bald. There's a specific guy I know, Hans. Hans, if you're watching this, I know you got a YouTube. Like it, comment. Love you guys. I love you, Hans. You're a cool dude. You're definitely a ladies' man, and that's an awesome fucking thing because that's what your whole brand's based off of. He wrote the Art of Seduction, I think, or The Way of Seduction, The Way of the Seducer. I'm fucking the name of this book. I'm so sorry. It's The Way of the Seducer, I think. I think it's called The Way of the Seducer. No, The Art of Seduction is Robert Greene. I think it's The Way of the Seducer. He fucking loves Zan Perion also. They worked together on The Alabaster Girl, which was mostly Zan's. I think it was mostly Zan. Because he wrote it and it was under his name, but maybe it was half and half. I don't know. I wasn't there when they did their brainstorming sessions. But I'm a big fan of Hans, and he's bald as fuck. Bald and bearded just like me. He has a sexy accent, and he gets all the ladies, and he helps men learn to be lovers, to be better lovers. And so you could be a ladies' man and be bald too, if you wanted to be. You still have that masculinity in you. I think the baldness brings out your masculinity. If y'all are, say y'all because I'm in Austin, if y'all are wondering, worrying, confused, curious about whether you should shave your head or not, I would say, I'm biased, but I would say go for it. First of all, it's a lot easier to fucking do. I have a palm shaver. I keep saying palm sander, which is weird. Like I sand my head. I shave my head with 60 grit. This is actually 800 grit, but I just make it all smooth and go like every morning. You see that? See that? It's all smooth, isn't it? I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I should just to see what would happen. It feels a little bit smoother there. But no, I don't do that. I have a palm shaver. I might do a review on that because when it comes to looks, I think looking good, liking how you look. I mean, I like this fucking hat thing. It makes me feel like a fuckboy. Boo! I feel pretty cool and cool with this. This is actually something new. I never would have thought of myself as a hat backwards kind of guy. In fact, I judged all the backwards hat kind of guys for a long fucking time. But I decided that, hey, you know what the fuck? I'm going to put this on my head and like it and enjoy the fuck out of it because I deserve to feel like I look good, and I do. And I think looking good is one really big step into feeling good. And you don't necessarily have to look good to feel good, but it helps a fuck ton. Because if you feel good but don't look good, that can kind of bring you down. Also, there's the halo effect. The moment I shave my head, this is another thing, the moment I shave my head, everybody started looking up to me. And I have pretty good posture. I had pretty good posture beforehand. But, and I improved my posture afterwards doing Viking Ninja. Shout out to Isak Melland. I have his, I'll post in the description my interview with him. Founder of Viking Ninja, Steel Mace and all that jazz. But I shaved my head, and you know how, like, if you're a dude, you know this. You know, either you're the one who nods or you're the one that gets nodded to, or sometimes both. But you're walking down the street, you see a dude who looks kind of badass, looks like he has his shit together, he's swole, and you're like, hey man, what's up? Or you just walk past him and you nod, you just like a little, yeah. I acknowledge you. I appreciate it. I respect you. It's like a little chin thing. You kind of do that because it's just automatic sometimes. And I notice I do it, but I only do it to men that I kind of like, oh yeah, I'd go into battle with you. Like, I see you're strong. I see like you're holding yourself well. Like you're confident. I kind of look up to you a little bit, So there's a nod of respect. You're either at my level, you're above it when I nod to you. If I do that to you, it means a fuck ton. And it's just like, it's automatic. Like I didn't learn it. Nobody taught me it. It just seems to be a thing that I do to men that I respect. And I only do it to, like, if it's just I'm walking down the street, I don't know who that guy is, but he looks like he has his shit together. He looks like he works out. He looks like he's strong. He looks like I want to go into battle with him. And so I give him a nod. Before I shave my head, I got some nods. After I shave my head, I get a lot of nods. A lot of respect. And I think women look at me a different way. Women look at me like they see me more as a sexual option. Also, part of that is because I'm dressing different. This is kind of purposeful, having accessories and stuff, and having like a sense of fashion and all this kind of thing. That makes you kind of a little bit, you don't want to be flashy, but it makes you stand out, and then makes you like, oh, he cares about his looks. Maybe I should care about him too, because he definitely is trying to make himself look good. He's trying to put himself in the marketplace. Maybe I should consider him as my option. And that's where, I don't really know exactly what goes on in girls' heads. I can only imagine. But that's, a possibility. It's like, oh, this guy respects himself. So maybe he wants to look good because he likes himself. Do I like him? It just brings the question. And so it's kind of like that with hairstyle, with like being bald. And I've already ranted for almost 15 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. I kind of want to stop my videos at 10 minutes. But this is, I don't know. If you guys like it, if you like looking at my sexy mug, my sexy bald mug. I guess one more story. I met a guy. If you know me and you know where I went to college and you also went there, if that's how you know me, you might know this guy too. I don't want to dox him, but if you know him, you know him, and I'm sure you know this about him too. A guy who he would go around campus. He actually didn't even go to Rutgers, but he liked the girls there, so he would like hang around there. Love you, bro. And I'll say a little bit because I like him and he's a cool dude and he's a great guy. He's one of my friends. I don't want to like have people identify him, but he would wear a very unique type of hat. And it was about like 5 months into my friendship with him. That was kind of his signature, his unique type of hat. I won't say what kind of hat, but he has a unique type of hat. And 5 months into it, he's like, I met him and he had a different kind of hat. He had like the baseball hat like this. And I noticed that he was bald, and I found out that he was very insecure about being bald, which is why he wore a hat all the time. And I was like, why, dude? Like, you look like a fucking badass. Like, I kind of could guess you were bald because, you know, when your hat's on, you can kind of see the hairline. And it's like, okay, you either have really short hair or you're bald. But I think it's really unfortunate that a lot of guys feel like they can't be out about their baldness. I mean, why not? Because being bald, like, I would say that, I mean, yes, having hair is a sign of masculinity. And if you can grow a beard, fucking awesome. I've been blessed. I grow too much hair. It's a good problem to have as a man. But at the same time, like, if you can't grow hair, like, work with the best with what you have. Like, I'm short as fuck. There's not much I can do about it. I wear elevator shoes, so I look like a couple inches taller, and that's new. If you know me, like, you haven't seen me with elevator shoes because I just got those like a week ago. I haven't been using them at all. So you know me as a 5'7" guy. And even 5'9" isn't too tall. It's kind of like, you know, still kind of short. So work with what you have, and some of the best way to be like, you know, I can't grow hair, let me be bald. I look like a fucking badass. Anyway, hope I inspired you. Hope I helped you with your looks, because looks and looks plus halo effect, you feeling good about how you look, and then other people treating you well. As I lose fat and get more swole, I feel better and I like myself, but also other people treat me better. Other people seem to respect me, and you can't just like, you can't be a dick about it. You can't be like, oh, I'm better than you. You have to be the same you, but you feel better because people treat you better and people look at you but differently in a better way. I've definitely noticed that, and I wanted to share that with you. So cheers, folks. Subscribe if you like it. I gotta go do shit, but I will see you tomorrow.